Hello folks, and welcome to what I hope is going to be a video about how we're knitting some of the various elements of our projects together. So over the last few weeks and months you will have seen me mostly working on these Tesla drive units, chargers, logic boards, reverse engineering, all that type of thing. And it was a project that was very much fell into my lap because as I've said in previous videos around the Tesla stuff, I did not buy this stuff, okay? These drive units, chargers, all of these components have been basically donated to me by viewers who basically want me to, they want to see me do this stuff. I don't know why, because I'm not exactly a sports personality of the year, but you folks know who you are, and thank you for jump-starting my EV projects by about 10 years. So, this video is about the Panzer. And for those of you that may not know, the Panzer is a 1996 BMW E31 840CI, which is the last car, really, the last road-going car that I've converted. And I've converted it a few times now due to powertrain problems with gearboxes and so on. It runs very well with the Siemens 1PV 5135 motor and the Hubner inverter in there. But with all the stuff going on around the Tesla project, I started to get this kind of, I started to get one of these itches, and I'm thinking, okay, well, what if I could put one of these drive units into the Panzer? Because one of the things I want to do with the Panzer is I want to get a Tesla battery for it. And the reason I want to do that is that, it's kind of a dream, but next year I want to basically pack my bags and my wife, hopefully, into the Panzer and drive from here in Ireland to Munich, to BMW headquarters in Germany, in the electric E31. So, with all the Tesla stuff happening, I kind of got, thinking about, well, what if we could put one of these drive units into the E31? Now, there was the first element was, well, these aren't mine. So, the first thing I did was I asked the gentleman that had donated the front drive unit to me, as it's a much smaller unit than the large rear one. And it's got 250 horsepower in here, so it's probably more than what was in the car with the original V8. And he came back to me and said, yeah, it's yours, go ahead. And so that's okay. So so now things become a little bit more real, and we kind of say to ourselves, okay, that's one side of it. So then the second side of it is, okay, putting this unit into the rear subframe of the E31. Now, keeping in mind it's minus the inverter at the minute, because as you may know, I'm working away on designing the open source logic board to run this. So it probably sticks out to about here. It's not. It doesn't come out very, very far. But anyway, adapting the rear subframe of the Panzer to replace the differential with this unit is a non-trivial job. And doing it here on my driveway would be possible, but very, very challenging. So a friend of mine that kind of builds and modifies cars for a living very kindly recently said that he would assist me with this project, and that I could have the use of his workshop and vehicle lift, and we could do the project together. So now all of a sudden this has gone in the last week from being, you know, oh, you know, maybe this would be nice blue sky thing to, yeah, okay, let's do it. So hopefully over the next coming months you guys are going to see the Panzer get some pretty serious Tesla power. Now, there's a load more advantages to having a compact power unit like this, and not least of which is it's going to leave both the boot area and the engine bay area almost completely free to put in a full-size Tesla Model S battery. So we're talking anything from 60 to 90 kilowatt hours. We're talking about, you know, a vehicle that will probably, because of the very low coefficient of drag that car has, you know, probably in excess of a 300 mile single charge range. So therefore, you know, taking a long distance trip, you know, to Ireland, UK, mainland Europe becomes a much more achievable and realistic goal. But we still have to get the Tesla battery, and we still have a lot of work to do, but you know, I have a suspicion this will all work out in some way, shape or form. And strangely enough, none of this would have been feasible at all without a recent change in my lifestyle that has been the result of you know, a fairly serious medical condition that is going to require long-term treatment. And what that means for me is that I will have a lot more time available on my hands to you know, to be able to pursue these types of projects. So hope you guys have liked this. You know, sorry there's not a lot more about the car and stuff here, but this is more of a introduction to you, to show you that, you know, just because I've been doing a lot of electronics and reverse engineering and PCB layouts and all this kind of thing, that, you know, we are still very much focused here on road going electric vehicles that are very, very practical. And so this will make, so we converted the Panzer with the manual, we blew that. We converted the Panzer with the 5-speed, we blew that. And we've converted the Panzer with the 6-speed, which is so far hanging in there. And now we're going to convert the Panzer with a Tesla drive unit. So that's going to be 4 conversions of the one car. So, you know, yeah, talk about screw up city. So that's it, guys. I'm going to leave you there at that, and I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you're going to enjoy the new, you know, format with this drive unit going into the Panzer and that as well over the coming months. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. If you're interested in the projects I'm doing around the Tesla stuff, you know, relating to the open source logic boards, and if you want to assist me in those goals, then please do take a look in the description at the link to my Patreon campaign, and please consider making a donation that way. I do have some rewards on there, and I'll probably add in more stuff. So if you're really interested in this stuff, then please do consider a donation. Folks, thanks a lot. We will see you in the next video. And you know, happy Panzer subframe modifications.